The time is 12 o'clock on this Sunday afternoon, February 5th, 2017, and it's time now for the Peter Chill News Report on this Sunday afternoon, February 5th, 2017. Good afternoon, buddy. I am Peter Wiggins here. It's 12 noon on this Sunday afternoon, February 5th, 2017 here, and we got a Norton temperature of 40 degrees. Today's ILB 42 here now. The Peter Chill News Report on a Sunday afternoon, Super Bowl Sunday. Top story of the noontime hour is a federal appeals court early Sunday denied an initial bid by the Trump administration to restore its controversial immigration order that had barred refugees and people from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the United States. Vice President Pence defended President Trump's attack on a federal judge who ruled against a travel ban from 7 Muslim countries, predicted to send it at a higher court would eventually uphold the measure in the name of national security. A trio of Republican senators reacted sharply Sunday to President Trump's latest apparent defense of Russian President Vladimir Putin rejected Trump's suggestion in an interview that America cannot claim moral support to Putin's Russia. As the Falcons practiced at Rice University before Super Bowl 51 last week, security had to be issued a deal with someone flew a drone overhead. Avalanches in Afghanistan and Pakistan left dozens of people dead over the last 3 days. Afghan officials said the death toll fallen in 3 days of heavy snow rose to 54 on Sunday. Lying in France, Donald Trump's first 2 weeks of office have left some European politicians leaders like drawing choose from France's far-right National Front as its leader Marine Le Pen launches her own bid for power. Turkish police in Istanbul on Sunday detained almost 450 suspected Islamic State group members in Asia Airways just over a month after an attack in an Istanbul nightclub claimed by the jihadists. The Philippines government declared Catholic bishops threatened on Sunday as out of touch of the youth weekend sermons with attack war on drugs that said he equated reign of terror from the poor. On Saturday night, New York-based lawyer Gregory Locke posted on Facebook that earlier tonight he entered a New York City subway car with advertised government Nazi imagery. Remember when Republicans were dead set against sweeping executive action? One minute they had to call Barack Obama imperial president, and worse, for issuing a string of executive orders president minimum the national security directives. Pageant protests against Donald Trump's presidency have swelled the wings of Democratic activists, but the new and fears of have faces our reality. Republicans remain well positioned to retain the grip on power in the 2018 elections. Democrats spent years turning George W. Bush strategists called roving the bogeyman who's mere mention sent liberals blood boiling. Republicans went to eliminate one of the nation's newest national monuments. Former President Barack Obama created 1.3 million acre Bears Ears National Monument in Utah just days before he left office. Angry contributors Confederate Republican lawmakers separate town halls in California, Florida, feed for the GOP promised to repeal former President Barack Obama's health care law without a comprehensive. The Federal Communications Commission revoked 9 companies from a federally subsidized program to provide internet service support called Lifeline. A U.S. appeals court denied an appeal by the Justice Department to restore President Donald Trump's executive order for foreign entries in the United States. In Snapchat's case was too arrested. Co-founders against Mark Zuckerberg, but it's still a feature the backdrop of the elite University of Stanford versus Harvard and ended up in a litigation with Snapchat co-founder. Deutsche Bank AG participated in all major German newspapers over the weekend apologized for serious errors after 2 years losses that cost the lender billions of euros. Engineers from Georgia Tech documented the mechanism for the Western frogging and catches by apparently is due to a combination of sticky slavin and soft tongue, which was known by researchers to be as soft as brain tissue 10 times. Nobody likes hearing some of the critters would better expose some of the more than just annoyance. The sound triggers a full fight response. Marijuana for medical use has been legal in California since 1996, but if it's regulated like a normal product, it's been elusive. Peter Children's time is now 12:04 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for a sports report. The New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons will square off in Super Bowl 51 down in Houston, Texas. Game time 6:30 p.m. And the Boston Celtics and the LA Clippers will square off at 2 o'clock out in the TD Garden. Dream on teams up with LeBron against Barkley. Talk about your strength, pitfalls, Leon Beast. Our teammates won most of the thing of Draymond Green and LeBron James. It's a kickoff, certain tennis spot, and resolution suspension. That was sports writers 7 years ago when it during a break in action Super Bowl 44, and it must spend still. Remember the commercial. Peter Channel News Time is now 12:05 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for a traffic and trend report on this Sunday afternoon. Beep! Let's tell you what our subway system is looking good. Commuter rail, Providence train 2006, 11:20 minutes operating 50 minutes fiasco between Edinburgh Station and South Station due to train traffic. And ferries are looking good. Okay, take a look at what's in my ways. First of all, down in New York City, where 270 eastbound side, past the Brooklyn Queens Expressway between 478 and the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge stopbound side, back up Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, northbound side, about Brooklyn down to Manhattan. 295 in the northbound side, about Route 95 in the Bronx. Link, Long Expressway, westbound side, back around 278 in Brooklyn. 278 in the westbound side, back around Brooklyn stretch. 95 in the northbound side, about New Rochelle. Interstate 84, westbound side, back around Interstate 91 in downtown Africa. I was in West Rhode Island, and Interstate 91 at the north. I was in West Rhode Island, looking good. 91 in the northbound side, back around 291 and 57 Springfield, but Massachusetts out west out, looking good. Interstate 879 and the southbound side, back on the Canadian border of upstate New York and Vermont, and Highway 55, southbound side, back on 7 Quebec headed towards the U.S. border, and Highway 59, the northbound side, back on 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal, and 190 southbound side, back up after the Canadian border at Niagara Falls. Peter Channel News Time is now 12:06 on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for a weather report here. And take a look at radar, and it shows some snow showers from central and western Mass, from Mass back in 84 and Sturbridge all the way down to western Mass, and stretching it down in the north central and the northwest ports of Connecticut, stretching it down for southwest again from Waterbury down to Bridgeport, and down around Stamford and stretching the southern tier of New York State, east central tier of New York State, and west central Vermont, and northwest of Concord, New Hampshire. And some rain showers east of Nantucket all the way off the eastern coast of Long Island, some spotty rain showers around Suffolk, Long Island. And zooming out a little bit, some snow showers in the central portions of New York State and stretching in the northeastern Ontario around Ottawa, and stretching in from Montreal up to Quebec, and some spotty snow showers up in Maine, stretching in the central portions of New Brunswick and the central portion of Nova Scotia, some spotty snow showers western New York and the Buffalo area, and some snow showers in north central Ontario, north of Toronto, and some snow showers in northern Michigan, European Michigan, and some rain showers stretching off the Virginia coast. Here. And taking a look at Houston radar for Super Bowl 51 here. It shows some spotty rain showers from south of the ball, stretching all the way down to Navasota and central and El Capitan on northeast of Edna and seeing some spotty rain showers around Berlin, around Brookside, and around Old Cop. And 74 degrees out in Houston, Texas here. So, if it's nice out, Energy Station will have the roof open for Super Bowl 51 between Falcons and Falcons, but it's raining out. They'll leave the roof closed. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, clouds got about 43 degrees. Southwest about 13-50 miles of gust side, 29 miles an hour for tonight. Most of the clouds got Georgia coming in. Most of the coast about 23 degrees. Southwest about 9 to 30 miles an hour for Monday. Most of the south about 35 degrees. West about 9 to 30 miles an hour for Monday night. And just a snow may after 3 a.m. Most of the clouds got about 21 degrees. Live variable wind, just beaches to 40%. New snow coverage less than half an inch possible for Tuesday. Snow like before 10 a.m. Then rain and snow between 10 a.m. and noon. Then rain afternoon. High near 37 degrees. East wind about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Just beach at 9%. So that rain may before midnight. 37 degrees. Just beach at 80%. One day church job before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy podcast about 50 to about 25 degrees. Just beach at 50%. Thursday, mostly sunny podcast about 3 for about 18 degrees. For Friday, mostly sunny podcast about 30 to about 22 degrees. And for Saturday, mostly cloudy about 42 degrees. In Tonnant, Putnam County in 40 degrees, and in Dalton it's 41, and Mansfield 41. That's great for Peter Channel. New news about on this. February 5th, 2017 on Sunday, the Tuesday. Good afternoon, evening, and good positive utopia. Have a good afternoon, evening, and go Pats! I'll see you for a full report coming up late at night. Either 11 or 11:30 after Sports Minute after Super Bowl 31. Go Patriots!